Welcome back, and today I'm going to show you how we can create a truss. If you take a look on the screen here, you can see where we are heading to, and this we have a column, and we have top and bottom chord and some struts in between, welded to both bottom and per chord. Now let me just rotate this by holding my right button on the mouse. By picking any particular point to rotate is very simple. Maybe I want to rotate about this gusset. So I'll select, I left click and select that gusset, then hold my right button on my mouse, and I'll be able to rotate it about that particular point. So that aside, we have the grid line in place, and the span of this particular uh, structure, this is 30 meters span, and this is just a small hanger, and the purpose of hanger of a hanger, and the absolute height of this particular column is 12.120, and the standard length of columns is normally 12 meters. So that 0.12 is will be an extension that will have to be extended by welding on top there. Now the same applies on the other end, and by good practice, you cannot weld this truss and carry the whole truss to site. So we'll create this and split it into two, and that will make erection quite simple on site. Now this is where a preview of where we're heading to. That's why I prefer to show you this prior to deleting everything, and we pick it from scratch. And maybe if you're interested on the dimensions of our grid line, I'll go ahead and double click on the grid line here, and this dialog box or editor dialog box will come up, and this is the dimensions we have on the x-axis. As I had showed you previously, this is red in color, and y-axis, this is green in color. So you can see the y-axis is the span of our structure, and the z-axis defines the various heights of our structure from 0 all the way to apex here, and we have the labels that defines all these lines that will further help us in identifying the elevation or the viewpoints of every part of our structure. Now that is all about that, and let me just select everything and delete. Then we pick it from scratch. To select, you create a window that will cover the whole structure, then press delete on your keyboard, or you can press Control A and everything will be selected. Then you press delete on your keyboard, and this warning will come for you to confirm whether the action you want to take is right for you or not. So you have three options. You can cancel, you can decline, you can give it a go ahead by clicking yes in my case, and that will go out. Now I'm going to begin by creating columns here. So I'm going to create a column, then define the height, then copy that column the other end. So let me just place a column right here, just mouse up there. So the moment you see a red snap means you are in between, we are within the intersection of the two lines. So I'll be able to place a column right there. Now, once I've done so, I'll right click and click interrupt to get out of that command. Now, by default, COMOSYS has a default height of a column. So this one is 5 meters. So I'll be able to customize this to my preferred height of a column. So what I'm going to do is double click on the same column. Then this will take me to editor dialog box that looks like this. So from here, I'll be able to edit the height of the column and the profile of the column. So I'll come here and height and fix in or feed in 12.12. And remember, the standard height or the standard length of the columns is 12 meters. So the 1.2 is an extension. 0.1.2 is an extension that will be welded, and that will be done on site. So I always prefer to work with IPE. You can either click this I-beam I-section a symbol to take you to a huge catalog of steel families, or you can just type here IPE 400. I'm going to use IPE 400 here, and I'm going to just key in 400, and that's it. I'll go ahead and click apply. So once I click apply, you'll be able to see this stretches all the way to the height that we had defined. You can see that preview 12.12120. So I'm going to copy this the other end. So I'm going to just right click and come to spatial copy here and click linear. So once I've done so, I'm going to just snap at the bottom end here. Just mouse over until you see that red snap, which means you are on the right intersection point, and I'll click on that spot and zoom out and target the far end that this will be the 30-meter span. So I'm going to click right there. So the moment I click right there, you'll be able to see that on the x-axis, though we are moving against the direction of y-axis, that's why you see it is prefixed by a negative sign, though it's 30 meters. So I'll go ahead and click or copy, and just need one. So I'll go ahead and click copy. So there we are, and we have that column that on that section. So what I'm going to do here, the next step, is to create views, because we want to, at some point we'll be able to work on elevation or on a grid line A but you can still jump that step, and we can go ahead and create a truss. So a truss, we have a tool, special tool for creating creating trusses in COMOSYS 2024. So where do you get that? We'll come to structural members. If you come to structural members here, we'll find create truss, and in here we also will find create pilings, create that, all those. So we'll pick, the moment you pick on truss, if you take a look on the bottom end here, you'll be able to see COMOSYS is requesting you to pick two columns which you have in place. So I'll pick this column and pick that column right there. So once I've picked on it, I'll have a default truss in place. So this is the beauty, and this was added and is a plus for the improvement of COMOSYS 2024 version. Now this truss, I want to customize it to match my preferred settings. So I'm going to just pick any part of this truss. So the moment I pick on, select there and press letter M on my keyboard and enter on my keyboard right there, this will bring me the editor dialog box, where I'll be able to customize it further to match what I want. But fortunately enough, I normally work with presets. So I specifically define things that I frequently use and keep, so that anytime I want to do something similar to that, I'll be able just to edit from that spot, so that you avoid from picking from scratch every time and again, and that is a total wastage of time, and you need to learn that. And I've come to macro presets here. If I click macro presets, I'll come to drop down arrow there and pick the first choice here, though I have not saved a lot of them. I'll go ahead and click load. So the moment I load means I load the settings. So once I've loaded the settings, I'll give it an OK by clicking on apply, and giving it an OK right here. So the moment I do so, I'll be able to have my truss in place. So the next thing is to create a connection between the truss and the column on that side, and the truss and the column that side, and also to create some welding and to weld the top and bottom cord with the struts. So I think we'll meet on the next presentation, where I'll be able to show you how we can create those connections that I've just highlighted briefly there. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and let's meet then on the next presentation. Bye bye.